Hi, my name is Michael Cullen and I'm the Conservative candidate for Castleton Ward in the local elections which are to be held on Thursday, 3rd of May. I've grown up and lived in the village all of my life, along with my parents who moved to the village in the 1970s. I was also educated locally, attending St Edward's Primary School and then on to Matthew Moss High School. Having lived in the village all of my life, I've seen how Castleton has changed, and it's not always been for the better. But I believe that if elected, I can make a real difference to our village. Residents of Castleton have rightly been concerned about our ever-growing crime rate, with houses being burgled, cars being broken into, and the rise in antisocial behaviour, with bus stops all around Castleton being smashed. Whilst we cannot fix this problem overnight, I believe that we can work with Greater Manchester Police and local residents to find real solutions to our problems. As many of you will notice, walking around Castleton, there's been an increase in the amount of littering and fly tipping in our community. Whilst this is an eyesore, it's also having a lasting and damaging effect on our environment and wildlife. Having been litter picking on my own for some time to try and improve our village, I believed it was some time to involve some more people in the local community. Therefore, I set up a group on Facebook called Clean Up Castleton, and the amount of help and support I've received via the page and from residents who've come out to help me litter pick has been amazing. I can't thank them enough for their support, and a special thanks also goes to Keely, Marjorie, Vanessa and so many others. Whilst this has been fantastic for our village, I believe that if elected, I will have the ability to expand the Clean Up Castleton group, and will also be doing weekly walks of Castleton to find any issues and speak to local residents. A councillor should be proactive, not reactive. Many residents have been concerned over the Greater Manchester Spatial Framework, which lays out plans to develop on our precious Greenbelt, and if elected, I will campaign and fight to ensure Greenbelt is preserved for both us and future generations to enjoy. There are several other sites around the borough that could be utilised instead of the Greenbelt. With the Labour Council pushing through plans to build new homes on Greenbelt land in Haywood, the threat to Castleton's Greenbelt is ever greater. The redraft of the Greater Manchester Spatial Framework is due out in June of this year, and I will campaign for a longer consultation period so all voices can be heard. If elected, I plan to reinvest my entire council allowance back into the village and oppose any increases in allowances in council tax. Other councils across England charge a lower rate of council tax and have better run services. Therefore, I believe we should hold Rochdale Council to account for their increases in council allowances when funding for our services should be the priority. With the growing problem of potholes, not only in Castleton but across the borough, we have seen Labour talk about investment of £12 million in our roads. Whilst this is great for our roads, this money is being borrowed and we will have to be paid back with interest. This will mean less funding will be available for our vital services in the future as the debt is paid off. Therefore, I'd like to work with other councils on a cross-party basis to find more viable solutions to our crumbling road infrastructure. A good example of this, actually, is the Cumbria County Council, who have rolled out the plans to fix their roads using recycled plastics. With this technology, it enables the council to spend less money on maintaining the roads, as this type of asphalt is less susceptible to cracks and potholes, which in the long term saves the council money, which can be better spent on public services for the residents of Castleton and the wider borough. If you believe, like I do, that there's so much more potential in Castleton, then vote for me, Michael James Cullen, on Thursday the 3rd of May, and together we can make a real positive change to our village. Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to get in touch to discuss any issues or concerns that you may have, then please use the contact details on screen.